Many narcissists tend to abandon all responsibility when it comes to their children. However, they don't take responsibility for this abandonment. Narcissists often display a pattern of behaviour where they manipulate, control and prioritise their own needs above all else, including their own children's well-being. When it comes to abandoning their children, whether financially, physically or emotionally, narcissists often justify their actions in a way that shifts the blame or rationalises their behaviour. They can simply go all out to blame the other parent. Narcissists frequently shift responsibility to their ex-partners or to the co-parent, claiming they're either unfit or unreasonable or jealous or bitter. They can often say things like, the other parent is making it difficult for me to see the kids, even though the narcissist is making no effort to see them. Or they'll claim that they won't allow them access, usually because the narcissist was abusive towards them. Narcissists position themselves as the victim, and this deflects attention away from their own neglect or lack of effort to support their children and places the blame on the parent trying to protect the children. Narcissists will go all out to play the victim. They will portray themselves as the victim in situations where they fail to take responsibility for their actions. They can say things like, I was financially drained by the divorce and I just can't afford to help with the upbringing of the children. This framing shifts the blame away from them and make it seem as if the person who is actually taking care of the children financially is the problem, even though they also suffered in the divorce. They can claim that they've done enough. Narcissists often justify their lack of support by convincing themselves that they've already gone above and beyond, they've already done more than enough. They can say, I've given them everything that they need, I've already helped them out enough. This mentally allows the narcissist to disengage emotionally and physically without feeling guilty, as they believe that their contribution should be sufficient, even if it falls short of their children's basic needs. They can minimize the importance of financial support. A narcissist might dismiss the need for financial support entirely, claiming that material things aren't important, that the children need to learn to become independent. This allows them to justify withholding finances that they actually have or resources that could benefit their children, while reinforcing their own sense of superiority and the idea that the children don't deserve help. Or they can just claim that the children's other parent is just trying to bleed them dry. Rather than the narcissist taking their share of responsibility, they'll shift the blame onto somebody who is taking the responsibility. They might justify their absence for better opportunities. When a narcissist physically abandons their children, they might claim that they're living their best life, that they're seeking better opportunities elsewhere, framing their abandonment as something positive. They might say, I'm doing this for myself so I can provide a better future, or I had to move away for work, it's all part of my plan to make things better for everyone. They can play the victim and claim that the children are better off without them, which usually the children are better off without them. It allows the narcissist to rationalise their absence while making it seem like a sacrifice, even though children tend to suffer in the process. Narcissists can avoid responsibility by blaming personal issues. Narcissists often frame their actions as a result of personal struggles, often using self-pity to justify their behaviour. They can say things like, I've been going through a tough time myself and simply couldn't handle it, or I need to focus on myself for a while. This deflects attention away from their responsibility as parents and puts the blame on their own perceived hardships, making it seem as though they're not capable of meeting their children's needs, which unfortunately they're usually not. Narcissists use these justifications to protect their fragile egos and avoid taking responsibility for their actions. They often manipulate their children and co-parents with distortions of the truth, which can have long-lasting emotional consequences on those around them.